Psalm 40 is a psalm of thanksgiving and trust in God's faithfulness, attributed to David. The psalmist begins by praising God for his deliverance and faithfulness. He reflects on how God heard his cry and lifted him out of the pit of despair, setting his feet upon a rock and giving him a firm foundation. The psalmist expresses his gratitude for God's mercy and salvation, acknowledging that God's deeds are too numerous to recount. The psalmist reflects on his desire to do God's will and obey his commands. He affirms his commitment to delight in God's law and to proclaim his righteousness to others. The psalmist acknowledges his own shortcomings and the sinfulness of humanity, but he trusts in God's forgiveness and mercy. He expresses his desire for God to intervene on his behalf and deliver him from his enemies. In the midst of his reflection, the psalmist calls upon others to join him in praising God. He proclaims God's righteousness and faithfulness to the assembly of believers, encouraging them to trust in God's provision and protection. The psalmist affirms his belief that God will not withhold his mercy from those who seek him, promising to continue praising God and proclaiming his salvation. The psalm concludes with a reaffirmation of the psalmist's trust in God's deliverance. He expresses his confidence that God will rescue him from his troubles and grant him victory over his enemies. The psalmist resolves to continue trusting in God's unfailing love and to proclaim his righteousness to all people. Psalm 40 serves as a powerful declaration of faith and trust in God's faithfulness and provision, inspiring readers to turn to him in times of trouble and to find strength and hope in his presence. Let's now read Psalms chapter 40. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me, and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my goings. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. Many shall see it, and fear, and shall trust in the Lord. Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Many, O Lord my God, are thy wonderful works which thou hast done, and thy thoughts which are to usward. They cannot be reckoned up in order unto thee. If I would declare and speak of them, they are more than can be numbered. Sacrifice and offering thou didst not desire, mine ears hast thou opened, burnt offering and sin offering hast thou not required. Then said I, Lo, I come, in the volume of the book it is written of me. I delight to do thy will, O my God. Yea, thy law is within my heart. I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips, O Lord, thou knowest. I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy lovingkindness and thy truth from the great congregation. Withhold not thou thy tender mercies from me, O Lord, let thy lovingkindness and thy truth continually preserve me. For innumerable evils have compassed me about, mine iniquities have taken hold upon me, so that I am not able to look up, they are more than the hairs of mine head, therefore my heart faileth me. Be pleased, O Lord, to deliver me, O Lord, make haste to help me. Let them be ashamed and confounded together that seek after my soul to destroy it. Let them be driven backward and put to shame that wish me evil. Let them be desolate for a reward of their shame that say unto me, Aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, The Lord be magnified. But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinketh upon me. Thou art my help and my deliverer. Make no tarrying, O my God. This ends our reading of Psalms chapter 40.